CUBN, Christians United Broadcasting Network. I am your host, Troy. This is the CUBN News. And today, we have more than 82,000 told to leave homes as Southern California wildfire grows. Amazing. Fires just constantly get bigger in California. It's like, wow, it's just massive of acres just burning in flames. It's just terrible. Alright, now playing Southern California wildfire forces over 80,000 evacuations. At least a dozen buildings were burned and more than 82,000 people were forced to evacuate their homes as a fast-moving wildfire exploded across the drought-parched canyons in Southern California on Wednesday. The inferno that started out as a small patch of flame next to Interstate 15 in the Cajun Pass had scorched 15,000 acres of the San Bernardino Mountains. By nightfall, it had churned up and over ridges and was descending into a Mojave Desert, into the Mojave Desert. The smoke is on the desert floor, said Eric Shuren of the San Bernardino County Fire Department. Snaking walls of flames rising 50 to 100 feet high turned nearly 24 square miles of chaparral to ashes, along with outbuildings and homes in the ranch land 60 miles east of Los Angeles. I can confirm that we've lost structures, both residential and commercial, Sherwin said at the scene of a hard-hit cluster of ranges. I'm looking up here and I'm seeing buses. I'm seeing outbuildings. I'm seeing houses. At least a dozen buildings had been torched, including the iconic Summit Inn and historic diner near Interstate 15. Mandatory evacuations calls went out to 34,506 homes, with more than 82,600 people ranging for the ski resort of Wrightwood to the sprawling high desert town of Phelan, with more than 14,000 residents. This fire is burning in significantly different terrains at multiple elevation levels, making it difficult to fight, Shuren said. Hundreds of animals, including dogs and horses, also were evacuated. Thick stands of drought-stricken brush in the canyons and grass at the lower elevations fueled the wildfire. The flames burned faster in a grassy areas, making them less likely to burn homes, but also making them more vulnerable in the wind shifts, Shuren said. Blue Mountain Farms, a horse ranch in Phelan, was in the path of the fire, just as it was for another fire in the area a year ago. Breathing smoke again, just like last year, Shannon Anderson, a partner in the ranch, said as she panted into the telephone. It's rain ash. Oh my God. Ranch hands used hoses to wet down fences and anything else that could burn. 6 firefighters were briefly trapped by flames at a home where the occupants had refused to leave. Oh my lord. Forcing the crew to protect the house, fire officials said. We were fully engulfed in smoke. County firefighters Cody Anderson told KCBS-TV. It was really hard just to see your hand in front of your face. Wow. We just hunkered down and sat there and waited for the fire to blow over, he said. Anderson and another firefighter were treated for minor injuries. Governor Jerry Brown quickly declared a state of an emergency in the fire areas, freeing up special resources and funds for the firefight and recovery. As authorities battled that fire, another major blaze north of San Francisco began to fade, and about 400 people in the town of Clear Lake were allowed to return home. Their relief, however, was tempered with anger at a man who authorities believe set the blaze that wiped out several blocks of a small town over the weekend, along with 16 smaller fires dating back to last summer. Investigators in Northern California said Tuesday they had been building a case against the suspected arsonist, 40-year-old construction worker Damon Anthony Pashak, for more than a year, but did not have enough evidence to make an arrest until the weekend blaze ripped through Lower Lake. Nearly a decade ago, Pashak was an intimate firefighter while serving time on drug possession and firearm charges. According to California Corrections Department spokeswoman Vicki Waters, he was completing a 5-year sentence when he was assigned to fight wildfires for 4 months in 2007. The fire destroyed 175 homes, Main Street businesses, and other structures in the working class town of Lower Lake. What I do to him, you don't want to know, said Butch Cancella, who saw his neighbor's home catch fire as he fled on Sunday. Cancella still doesn't know the fate of his own home and spoke at a center for evacuees set up at a high school. A lot of people want to hang him high, his wife Jane added. An attorney listed as representing Pashak did not return a call requesting comment. Pashak is scheduled to be arraigned on Wednesday. Roughly 1,600 firefighters were making progress in the blaze as it burned through wilderness. It was 34% contained. Oh my lord, Associated Press contributed to this report. Amen to that. Oh my lord. More than 82,000 told to leave homes as Southern California wildfire grows. That is crazy how somebody can just light a flame and then take out and cause all of that mischief. What in the world was that person thinking? Ugh! I can just imagine what everybody want to do with that man. Amen to that. Lord Jesus, help them people. Pray for them.